Now let's talk about the iPhone 16 Pro. Like I've been using this one since quite a while, and it's been with me since the launch of this phone, and I've been just using this phone since then. And I would like to just talk about few things about this phone. Like obviously, I would just not talk about the Apple Intelligence on this phone because I don't find it that much great on this phone itself. However, the like one thing I would like to talk about this phone is the uh, overall integration of all of the software itself and the hardware together in this phone. So first we'll just talk about the processor of this phone. So the Apple have just introduced the 18 Pro on this one. Regarding the RAM, so this has like 8 gigs of RAM. And even the Android phones are coming like if I compare it to S25 Ultra, so it's still coming around for on a 12 gigs of RAM, and it's still like this one performs pretty much better, even with the 8 gigs of RAM, which is like 4 gigs less than what you get to see on the S25 Ultra. Design wise, if we talk about, so it has the same titanium language that the Samsung has, and you can see like it feels pretty much premium. There hasn't been any scratches on the phone itself. I've been using with the case on and the screen protector on this phone always to just increase the longevity of the device. Went with the natural titanium color this time because I don't know, I didn't own the iPhone 15 Pro, and I find this color to be like one of the best. Is or however, I really like the white titanium on this phone as well, but I've leaned towards the natural titanium. Like it feels like a very natural titanium, and very elegant, you can say, in terms of while just you are just looking over onto this phone. So you get to see over here like a triple camera setup over here. You get a new camera button over here. I've been really prone to using this all the time. Like initially, like there has been a lot of bashing over the Apple regarding this button, but honestly, like if you're just photographer, you just want to just take the picture on the go, or you want to just record a video on the go, so this button has been really helpful. I'm not using this one for the adjusting the focus or the zoom, but I'm just using to launch the camera itself from this button, which is like instant once you just want to capture the picture on the go. uh, Very useful this button is for me. I'm not sure, it depends upon how you're using the phone, but yeah, for me this has been really helpful. Before that, I was just also like saying like why there's need to just introduce this one. Now there is a probability like in the future like we can get to see the touch ID into the same button. Like that would be just really helpful, because I always like find one thing annoying about the face ID. Like once you're just phone lying down on the side and you want to just take the want to unlock the phone, so yes, you just have to lift the phone. So there's no other option like that you can do. So the touch ID, like if you can just open the phone from the or unlock the phone from the touch ID, would be the another choice, which is secure option to unlock the phone. So on the side we get to see the power button over here. It's made out of same titanium. It feels pretty nice on the side. Like it's one of the best it feel you can get. It's lightweight, it's premium, and here we get to see the antenna bands over here. And then on the other side you get to see the SIM card tray. Then you have the volume up and down, and you have the silent switch, which you can just use it to just align different apps. You can just use it to launch the torch as well if you want. So it's up to you. Like you can just select different apps, like whatever you want this button to do. On the down you get one speaker, and you get the mic and the type C charging port on this one. uh, the color the color itself is really much beautiful. I would like to show the titanium of the S25 Ultra just for the reference purpose, so you can see like how different this one is. So I already talked about this one. It feels like a little bit lavender, light lavender kind of, rather than blue. Maybe in sunlight it might look different, but yeah, both phones are pretty premium if you have a look. And the finish itself is very much similar as well. If we talk about these both phones, like you can feel the same kind of texture. The iPhone went with a little bit of a smoother finish on the iPhone sides with the titanium. So yeah, let's talk about the iPhone itself. So let's unlock this one. So yeah, so the performance itself like has been really great, but one thing I don't really like obviously it has one of the best chips right now in the market, like that the Apple has to offer, which is the 18 Pro. But I don't find like why Apple is not giving the multitasking capability on this one. Like you can, like the Samsung, you might want to just open the and do a multitasking. So you might want to just open a pop-up window. You might want to just open two apps simultaneously, like which is called as a split screen on the Android devices. So that would be just much more helpful. Like you might be just using calculator on the top, you might be watching video in the down. Not sure why this hasn't been given. One more thing is that like the app organization, I still feel not that much great as what you get to see on the Android itself. uh, you can move apps here and there, but I don't feel the same feel that you get from the Android phones. Like I find it a bit difficult to arrange apps according to my need. Maybe I'm able to show that one. So yeah, so see, like the apps just start moving here and there, which is quite annoying. Like I don't find it the right spot where you can just set uh, the other app like YouTube without disturbing the other apps. So if you see, like my total arrangement has been changed onto the home screen while just moving around the YouTube itself. So if I just move the so if I move the camera here, so you can see like it just moves around other apps as well, which is like quite annoying in terms of that one. So it feels like pretty much difficult to reorganize your apps on the screen as you want on this phone. So that's the thing like I really don't like about this phone. But as far as the smoothness is concerned, so the animations are pretty slower on this one. Like on Android devices, you can just customize the animation by changing the animation scale into the developer options if you go in there. But over here you feel a little bit slower if it comes to the animations, smoother and slower if you want to feel like a little bit snappier. So I don't think so there's any other option that you can do to make this device feel snappier. Maybe if you guys know anything, so you can just let me know down in the comments and I'll just try that one. The screen itself is pretty much nice on this phone. The camera itself has been really great on this phone, and the notch itself, or you can say the camera island or the Face ID island, this is quite bigger, and it feels a little bit much more bigger once you're just holding the iPhone 16 Pro. However, the usefulness of the Face ID is being like flawless. The only drawback I've already mentioned is the if you're keeping the device on the side, so it really it feels annoying to you have to just lift the phone to just unlock the phone, or if you just have the phone on the side, you have to just enter the code, and if you just swipe up right away, so you have to wait a little bit to just enter the code onto the phone, which is just kind of a bummer, you can say. There has to be some option to just maybe if Apple could just make this one capable of able to capture like a wider angle, so that would just might be helpful in that way. But the island itself on the 16 Pro feels much more bigger than what you feel on the iPhone 16 Pro Max because of the bigger screen. So on this smaller screen, this feels pretty much outdated in terms. However, the Apple have increased the screen size by 0.1 inches, and the screen has been great in terms of that. That it feels like there are absolutely no bezels on the side, but the curved corners are so much. So this is like not the real 6.3 inches, because if you're just watching the video, So on a full screen, so the video will be cutting out from here and some off from this big camera island. So these are few flaws that I've noticed on this phone a lot, because like it has so much capability, but Apple have just bottlenecked this one by the software itself. I believe like Apple should work onto the more with the multitasking to be included in the iPhone 16 Pro, rather than just focusing on the Apple Intelligence, which is quite in a still development phase, not that much great. I'm not, by the way, using so much of the artificial intelligence on the phone itself. This maybe, or I use sometimes the magic eraser to erase something from my photo. That's the max that I use, and not much. However, if you're the person who just wants to or so much into AI, so I would just say like go ahead and just get the S25 Ultra or maybe the Google Pixel, because those phones have like the AI much more developed than the Apple itself. However, obviously it will take time for the Apple to just make the artificial intelligence much more efficient on the iPhone 16 Pro. But the thing was that like the iPhone 16 Pro was being launched on the basis like the artificial intelligence on the launch was the main talk about for the iPhone 16 Pro, and that was a bummer that iPhone didn't give Apple didn't give the artificial intelligence at the launch itself with the phone. Like you have to wait like till October or November to just get the complete artificial intelligence or Apple Intelligence, you can say. And it's like kind of in a development phase. You are just getting updates. Like my phone has been just got updated from to 18.3 iOS, and that has like the Apple Intelligence included in that one. So yeah, if you're just looking to buy this phone, so if you might want to just get the iPhone 15 Pro, maybe if you want to save some bucks. However, this is one of the best phones you can just get into the market right now from the Apple, and obviously the screen is much more better in terms of like lower bezels on this one. Like it feels like there are absolutely no bezels on the side on this phone. Like it feels like edge to edge display, and in that regard like this has been like done marvelously by the Apple on this phone. But I really don't like this Face ID thing. Maybe Apple just want to just, if they can just inbuild this one under display, so that would be just great idea for them. And obviously if they can just move back to the Touch ID, so that would just save that space and you can just utilize that space to watch the video. And there could be just a smaller punch hole camera like other flagship phones like Samsung S25 Ultra, so that could be just other option. And the best feature I would say like the Apple should copy from Samsung should be the anti-reflective coating on the screen itself. Like that thing is like a game changer once you're just viewing your videos in direct sunlight or maybe in brighter lighting conditions. So that just helps down to mute the reflections over the screen itself. So in that way that would be just I would say that would be just a bigger upgrade to the screen itself, if the Apple could do that one in a better way. So I'm not sure like if Apple could do it better way than the Samsung itself, because Samsung has been great in with the anti-reflective coating on their Ultra lineup, and those has been like really helpful for muting down the what you call the reflections. So yeah, so those are my thoughts for the iPhone 16 Pro. I've been using this device since I told you guys like around few months, and like has been really durable. This device, like there's no scratches, no signs of marks. The coatings or whatever is on the side has been like great. I had no issues with this one. There has been in the start one issue like where the once you hold the screen from here, so the multi-touch doesn't work, but that has been fixed with the software as well. So thankfully that was the software glitch, and has been resolved. So yeah, so if you guys have any questions, you can just let me down in the comments, and please like, share and subscribe, and thank you for watching again. Have a good day. Bye.